Wellhub surveyed over 5,000 full-time employees to identify how HR leaders can maximize the impact of their employee benefits package. What we found is eye-opening, and today I'm going to take you through the top insights from our State of Work-Life Wellness report. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to fine-tune your benefits package to keep your team engaged and thriving. Let's start with the big picture of workforce wellness. There's a pretty big disconnect between how employees say they're doing and how they're really doing. Have you ever asked an employee, "How are you?" and gotten the classic, "I'm good," but you could feel there was something more to the story? Turns out you were right. While 63% of workers described their overall well-being as good or thriving, the underlying numbers tell a different story. Let's take a look. When it comes to physical well-being, only 54% of employees consider themselves physically fit. Yikes. That's a big red flag for companies, especially when you consider the impact of physical health on productivity and overall well-being. Then there's mental wellness. Stress at work? Shocker, right? 47% of employees say work stress is taking a toll on their mental health. That makes work stress a leading cause of mental distress. Stress is real, but here's the thing. When that stress starts to pile up, it's not just a bad day at work. It becomes a serious issue for your employees' overall well-being and job performance. Employee sleep and nutrition aren't looking so hot either. Just 40% of employees claim their diet is healthy or extremely healthy, and a highly concerning 71% of workers say they get less than the recommended 7 hours of sleep each night. These numbers highlight a significant disconnect between employees' perceptions of their well-being and reality. But that's not all. We also found that generational differences play a crucial role in how employees experience wellness. Take Gen Z, for example. They're really engaged when it comes to mental health practices, but they're also the generation that struggles the most with mental well-being. Gen Z isn't shy about sharing their struggles, and they expect employers to listen. So if you haven't heard from them yet, consider this your heads up. On the other hand, baby boomers report better mental health, but face significant physical health challenges. As this generation ages, addressing their physical well-being will become increasingly important. One of the most striking findings across generations is that employees are looking to their employers for support, and they're willing to make career decisions based on the availability of that support. Let me ask you this: how many of your employees do you think value their well-being as much as their paycheck? Turns out 4 out of 5 workers now value their well-being as much as their salary. That's 80% of your workforce who might walk out the door if their wellness needs aren't met. But this demand for well-being is even stronger among younger generations. 9 out of 10 Gen Z and millennial workers say they'll only consider employers who prioritize well-being. That's compared to 8 out of 10 Gen X and baby boomers. These younger workers are also more likely to leave a company that doesn't focus on well-being. This generational divide is something your company can't afford to ignore, especially since millennials and Gen Z already make up the largest portion of the workforce, and they're only going to grow in numbers. Companies that fail to cater to their well-being expectations risk falling behind in the battle for top talent. And let's not forget this: employees need your help here. 68% of employees say financial constraints prevent them from investing in their health. This just shows how critical employer-sponsored well-being programs are. Without them, many employees simply can't afford to prioritize their well-being. So what does all of this really mean? Well, it's pretty clear. Your employees are counting on you to support their well-being, and companies that are rolling out solid wellness programs are already seeing big results. 63% of employees with a wellness program say they're doing well mentally, compared to only 48% without one. And 60% of employees with wellness programs report positive physical health, far outpacing the 45% of employees without that support. But it's not just about health. These programs also build stronger relationships between employees and the company. 84% of employees with wellness programs feel they're being compensated fairly, versus 61% without. And here's the kicker: 79% of employees with wellness programs believe HR genuinely cares about their well-being. That's compared to only 45% without that kind of support. Now, if you've already rolled out a wellness program, congrats, you're ahead of the curve. But if not, don't panic. There's still time. let's talk about how Wellhub can help. Those offering Wellhub as their corporate wellness solution see even greater improvements. Let's talk numbers. Wellhub clients are 4 times more likely to engage in wellness programs, and 75% report improvements in mental health, physical fitness, and overall wellness. These improvements lead to higher satisfaction with compensation and company culture, ultimately reducing turnover and cutting healthcare costs. And here's where it really pays off. Healthier employees are more productive, they take fewer sick days, and are less likely to burn out. It's a win-win: better performance, improved retention, and lower healthcare costs. Plus, it frees up HR teams to focus on bigger strategic initiatives instead of dealing with constant turnover and recruitment headaches. The message is clear. Wellness programs aren't just a perk, they're a necessity. They're key to attracting and retaining top talent, boosting productivity, and building a strong, healthy workforce. If you're ready to take your employee wellness strategy to the next level, don't wait. Download the full report linked in the video description below. It's packed with detailed insights and actionable strategies. And be sure to visit wellhub.com for more resources and expert advice made just for HR leaders like you. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your colleagues, and subscribe to our channel for more tips and insights. I'm Lauren with the Wellhub team. We'll see you next time.